I'm Jessica Lonnie Rich, host of Inspire You and Me. It's an inspirational show where we talk to people who are making a difference. And I'm really excited to have as my guest co-host on the show.
I'm Willie Jones, and I'm really excited to be the co-host with Jessica this week.
And we have as our guest this week the head authority for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Elder Voi Taeoalii, and also...
I'm going to be interviewing Mr. Corey Cafferata, the head coach of the women's basketball team, Mission College in Santa Clara, California.
And we're on the road to the Dragon Boat Festival at Ala Moana Beach Park. And also...
And don't forget to tune in for our animal clips of the week.
And we'll have all that and more, and we'll be back right after this.
5914-777. 5914-777. Who's got the best deals in Vegas around? Who's got the best job? Call 5914-777 today. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Good luck, we go play. 5914-777 today. Good luck. We gon' play air.
We are very privileged and honored to have as our special guest on the show. He is the authority head for the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Church, Elder Voi Taeoalii, Area 70 for the state of Hawaii. Welcome.
Yes, it's great to be with you, Jessica. Yes, with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yes, and also known as the LDS Church.
Yes, that's correct.
Area 70 is a big area, the state of Hawaii, and you have many programs, but you also have a program called Just Serve. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
Yes, so we have 4 pillars in the church, and this greater pillar of Just Serve is all about caring for the poor and the needy. It's based on the first 2 greatest commandments that the Lord Jesus Christ gave us, and that is first, to love God with all of our heart, might, mind, and strength, and then second, to love others, love our neighbor. And it's just about serving, and that's why it's called Just Serve.
And also in Just Serve, are you talking about the youth, about everyone in your church? If you can elaborate just a little bit more. What a beautiful philosophy, Just Serve.
Yes, the title kind of gives the idea that it's not about any other purpose. There's no motive that says, oh, you have to become a member of the church if we serve you. It's just literally serving others. And so it includes all members and even non-members. The website is justserve.org, and anybody can go on that website and just look at the various service opportunities that are available in that community where they live.
You also have a program called Lds Charities. What is that about?
So Lds Charities, also a nonprofit. It's an organization where there are individuals that contribute a lot of money. It cares for the poor and the needy. It helps with humanitarian aid throughout the world. And so it's just available. We work with the Red Cross. We partner with Catholic Charities and other very large organizations to again, care for the poor and needy. Disaster recovery, we've helped in a variety of different areas throughout the world.
The church is involved with VOAD, voluntary organizations active in disasters. What exactly do you do?
Yes, we like to be quick to respond whenever there's a disaster in any part of the world. Our mission president or myself as an Area 70 here in Hawaii, I'll be the first to respond to church headquarters to inform them of what has happened. We helped out with the volcano thing that we had on the Big Island. We've helped out with hurricanes in the past. I mean, you name it. Basically any natural disaster that happens in an area where the church is established, which we were over in 100 countries throughout the world.
Share with us about the Young Missionary Program.
So the young missionaries, when they graduate from high school, they have the opportunity to go on missions to serve throughout the world. The girls serve for 18 months. The young men serve for 24 months or 2 years. And so they're called by our prophet to serve anywhere. They just send in their application and say, I'm available and I want to go. This is when I'm available to serve. And then they'll be called anywhere in the world.
Whenever I see the young people in the community, they always look their best. They're dressed in nice, starched white shirts. Why is that?
Yes, we want to represent Jesus Christ. He's our Savior and our Redeemer. And we want to look formal and representative of the good person that He is. He's our God, He's our Savior. So we want to look our best and be our best. And so there's a pretty strict standard for our full-time missionaries when they go out and serve.
On a personal level, I have family members who are members of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Church, and when I go to their house, when I went to one of my aunt's house, she had food all over the place. She had food prepared for months. Can you explain that program and how it works?
For many years, the church has asked our members to prepare 72-hour emergencies, to prepare a longer term for any natural disaster, or even if you lose your job, you can still be self-reliant and not have to depend on others to care for you and your needs. So it's just part of that preparation, being prepared for anything that might come up that you need to support yourself.
And speaking of being prepared, the church also has a food supply place where you go. Can you share with us about that?
Yeah, so the Welfare Square in Salt Lake City is a very large supply for, not just for the members of the church, but for anyone. We have our own local, what we call the Bishop Storehouse here in Honolulu, where we get regular support from headquarters to provide food, and we also provide our own here for not only for members of the church, but also for any of those that really stand in need. And the bishop's role is to find those who are in need. And a lot of it also is contributions from the members through our fast offering programs.
Now, speaking of contributions, members of your church are also asked to tithe.
Yes.
What percent, and do you ask all members to do that? And if you could explain the mission behind that.
Yeah, so it's based on the law of tithing given in the Old Testament, in the Bible, that we give 10% of all of our earnings. And so all members of the church are encouraged to pay that tithing, 10% of your gross earnings. And then on top of that, we have the fast offering part. Now, there's no percentage on that. We try to give generously every member. And those fast offerings are provided to help care for the poor and the needy.
In closing, can you share with us something about your church that you haven't already shared with us that you'd like us to know?
I think we are just trying to follow the example and the teachings of our Savior Jesus Christ, who really is our older brother, but also is a God who helps us and wants us to be like Him, to help others, and to look at everyone equally, no respecter of persons, but just to care for others. And I love that example of our Savior that we can try to live up to. Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for being a guest on our show, and thank you for the amazing, wonderful, Christ-like work that you are doing, not just in our community, but in the world. It has been a pleasure meeting you and having you with us.
And thank you, Jessica.
Unique, majestic, inspiring. Hawaii's hidden gem on the windward side. Just a short scenic drive will take you to one of the most extraordinary locations in the world. We specialize in conferences, meetings, retreats, business functions, social events, and off-premise catering. Delectable cuisine, stunning panoramic views, and excellence in first-class service. Let Ko'olau Ballrooms and Conference Center make your event a memorable experience.
I'm very excited today to have a conversation with Mr. Corey Cafferata. He's the head basketball coach at Mission College in Santa Clara, California. Welcome, Corey.
Thank you for having me.
Corey, I've known you for a while, and today I want you to share with us and the world some of the things that inspired you, beginning with what inspired you to enter the world of basketball?
Well, what inspired me to enter the world of basketball was, as a young player growing up, I felt I was good. I lived in a neighborhood where you had to play basketball if you wanted to hang. And I was decent with it. And I, later on in life became employed as a coach, college coach, and I worked my way up.
I see. So you say I was decent at it. Well, I know a little bit more about that. So I want you to tell us, how high did you go in the basketball ladder?
Okay, I was darn good at it.
All right, that's what I want to hear.
I played at Oceana High School, which is right outside of San Francisco. I was the all-time leading scorer there. And I played community college basketball, four-year college basketball, and professional basketball. And I played professional basketball in Tijuana, Mexico.
I see. So the inspiration, though, I need to know what turned you on about basketball.
Well, basketball has a lot of different things. I mean, you can compete, you can win, you can get educated. And when my playing days were over, I wanted to be around the game, but there's a lot more to the game of basketball. You know, you have to be educated, you have to go to school, and it's very competitive, so I enjoy what I'm doing.
You do enjoy what you're doing. So as the head coach at Mission College, tell me, what was the school record when you took over as head coach?
Well, at Mission College, I had nowhere to go but up. They had a 96-game losing streak, and that's the longest in any California community college history.
Did you say 96-game
losing streak? They lost. They didn't win a game in 5.5 years.
What on earth would compel a person to want to coach a team with a 96-game losing streak?
Well, there's nowhere to go but up. One win is like a birthday, you know, so it's a celebration, and I've done well there. We've had, it'll be my 11th year. My first year was my worst year at Mission College. We went 7-20, and 7 wins, 20 losses. And ever since then, I've had a winning season, 2 championships, and you know, it's above average. There's a lot of great programs in California Community College.
What gives you the idea that you could make a difference in a situation like that? It seems pretty hopeless.
Well, I care, and the type of young females that I deal with, a lot of them, you know, there's no male role model, and I can be that. I mean, I'm tough on them on the court, but off the court, you have to survive. I mean, you want to have a job where you can make a living, and you can get a free education through sports.
So you said, because I care. Lots of people say that, you know, lots of people say that. How do you put that into action? How do you express care?
Sure. Well, within the rules, I will make sure that, you know, my players are okay. I mean, looking out for them, making sure they have the right classes, letting them know that I'm there. But most of all, not looking at caring as a job, but something I do naturally. I mean, that's, I think, why I'm somewhat successful as a coach.
Corey, have you ever seen the movie The Bad News Bears?
One of my favorites, Tanner Boyle.
It is my favorite movie, and you are the epitome of that particular movie because of the type of basketball squad that you were able to put together. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've had a few, you know, challenges. I've had a girl who was 4'10", 10 inches. She couldn't get on a ride when we went on the rides. I've had a female out of prison. I've had just a lot of different underdogs, and I've had a transgender person that they all played for me. And hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you are, be yourself. And I feel I can mold those players, and those are the type of players that I enjoy.
Not only do you feel like it, you did mold them.
I did. We won a championship team with a lot of challenges, or just a lot of, you know, I don't even want to say different, just people being themselves. I go after the underdog.
The Bad News Bears in real life. You brought the movie to life. You put together this disparate types of people, and you turned them into a championship team.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you. Yes, yes.
That's extraordinary. You have a saying that I'd like to explore. You always say, and when I see your postings, you say game time. What does that mean?
Well, game time means it's time to play. And of course, when there's a score, you want to win. That's, you know, for the 40 minutes in a community college basketball game, I want to win. You want to play hard. My mind is focused on beating the opponent. After that, I'm here to help my players survive and advance and move on as young females.
So you have another saying that I find fascinating, and I watch you go through this. You say, no excuses. That's one of the things that you say often. What does that mean?
There's no excuses. I mean, I don't want to hear it when we step on the floor. We all have personal challenges. You don't bring your off-court drama. You don't bring your off-court chaos, if there is any, on the floor. There's no excuses. If you have excuses, don't play. And if I have excuses, I'm not going to coach.
You apply the no excuses to your own life. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you know, my own life is, hey, I have diabetes, I take insulin, I have a chronic kidney disease, I take pills for it, I work out, and there's no excuses when it comes to it. I don't want any pity. I want people to look at me as, you know, someone who has a disease, someone who has a major kidney problem, but guess what? Let's move forward, and no excuses.
Do your players know the health challenges that you have?
Well, I'm sure they see, you know, when you see a coach sometimes getting a needle and putting insulin in there and you see him shooting up and taking a handful of pills, you wonder, what's this guy doing? So they know that it is a illness, but they don't see weakness or excuses from me. Never.
I often tell people about you because you're one of the people who inspire me. And as a professional speaker, I always have stories to tell. And I classify you as a person, as an ordinary person doing extraordinary things. And I believe that what inspires your players is your no-sense attitude about being successful and working hard. I'm always inspired by things that you say. I follow you as closely as anyone does. And when you say game time, I smile to myself because that tells me that you're ready to go. I really appreciate talking to you today, and I hope to see you at the game.
Hey, thanks for having me. You're a great person, a great speaker, and anytime you want to battle, bring it.
Game time.
Game time.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Grab a drink at the Holo Holo bar, there's just one place to play. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here. Book now at thecal.com.
We're here at Ala Moana Beach Park for the Dragon Boat Festival with Honolulu Mayor Kirk Caldwell and Gifford Chang. Mr. Mayor, tell us all about the festival.
You know, I have to say I love coming down here every year. I've been here all 7 years. I've been mayor, and it's just a fantastic time. It's the middle of the summer. People come to this People's Park, Ala Moana Beach Park, and we celebrate. But today is special. You know, the Dragon Boat races are a product of our very close relationship with China. Chang, you know, gave us our first dragon boat. From there, it's really grown, and you know, Gifford here has been kind of the birth father of this event for many years, making sure people participate, making sure the boats are taken care of and stored, getting them down here, watching them overnight, and everything else in between. This is the best part of living here in Honolulu, is coming together to celebrate our cultural diversity and being together.
Exactly. And Gifford, the mission is to perpetuate the culture. Share with us a little bit more about that.
Well, this culture dates back in many, many years, which I don't know of, but it stemmed from China. But I do know that what happened is, from this cultural event, it became a very competitive event all over the world. Dragon boat racing is just small in Hawaii, but throughout Europe, throughout the United States and Asia, dragon boat racing is a very highly regarded sports, an ocean festival sport.
And Mr. Mayor, this is a wonderful partnership between the City and County of Honolulu and the Dragon Boat Association, and you must really enjoy sponsoring that or being a part of that.
We are a sponsor, but we're just one of the sponsors, as many, but the Chinese Chamber of Commerce is a sponsor big time, helps put this thing together with Gifford. And then, you know, I wanted to mention, we have teams from Toronto, Canada, from Oregon, from Japan. In the past, we had people from Australia. They're from all over, and if you came with me when I traveled to our sister cities, whether it be in Southeast Asia or Asia, you'll see dragon boats ready to go in races, and same in Europe. I mean, this is a worldwide event, maybe started in China, but adopted by the rest of our world. In a time of great division, it's about bringing us together to celebrate our cultural differences and enjoying the great outdoors. And this event has to keep going for many, many more years, and I'm 100% on board.
Now, Mr. Mayor, you mentioned the people that are here of teams from different cultures and different parts of the world, like Australia. Don't you think the beauty of our Hawaii is one of the charms that brings them here as well?
I was just talking to the team from Toronto, and I said, Toronto's an incredible city. But I don't look at, you have Diamond Head, got a blue ocean, you got the mountains, and you got this beautiful beach. And they go, there's nowhere more beautiful. I mean, Jessica, I think we do really live in the best place in all the world. I think I got the best job in all the world. We're really lucky, and it's the beauty of the place, but it's the beauty of the people. You look at the teams here. It's a Chinese sponsored event, but it's diverse. You got Hawaiians, Japanese, Chinese, Haole, Filipino, Korean. We're all together, paddling together, having fun.
And how long does it take to get from one end to the other end? We're watching them paddling, and they're all in harmony together.
Well, it's a sprint, so you have to obviously paddle as fast as you can. It's about 2.5 minutes. A good team would run it at about 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And so overall, as you keep practicing and paddling, then you get better, like anything else that you do, continuously over and over again.
Now, the name of our TV show is called Inspire You and Me. Mr. Mayor, what inspires you about being out here today?
Well, one, just seeing everyone having a great time in one of our great parks. Alamana Beach Park is the people's park. More people come to this park than any other park in the state of Hawaii. 4 million visits just to the beach alone. And today is a great day seeing people enjoying the outdoors. I did want to mention, these races are hard because unlike an outrigger canoe, the Hawaiian outrigger canoe, with an ama, there's no ama. So you have to be balanced and you have to be able to steer well. If you start going off course, you go way off course quickly. And so this is about stamina, but it's also about discipline and focus, which we all need in our lives. And you learn it here in this competition.
Yes, absolutely. And Gifford, what inspires you about being out here today and organizing this event?
I can tell you the inspiration comes not just from my family, but the Honorable Mayor Sun Hung Wong was the founder of this. And he got together with all our past mayors, made a deal, and from then on, every mayor succeeding them have done wonderful in supporting us. So thank you so much.
In closing, Mr. Mayor, what is it about this race and about being here that we haven't already covered that you'd like us to know?
Well, you just heard some people screaming their lungs out, cheering on a team. Abandon, joy, fun, love. It's what makes life worth living, and it's being done right here in the heart of the city and county of Honolulu.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And how about you, Gifford?
Well, like I said, this is for the community, and this is all about the people. It's all about bringing people together. And we all work very hard every day. We all solve people's problems. We solve our own problems. But when you come to the beach, enjoy this beautiful, natural surrounding of Alamana Park. All that gets washed away, and we have a wonderful day for everyone. So that's what it's about.
That is so true. And I loved what you said, Mr. Mayor, about the joy, the screaming, that everybody's out here today just having a wonderful time and just enjoying life. Thank you both so much.
Thank you. I want to thank you, Jessica, for covering and for your Inspire program. You do so much for our community. You bring events to the rest of our island and the state we wouldn't otherwise know about. Thank you for your great public service.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Much appreciated. And you too.
Thank you, too.
Paul, you're the MC for the Dragon Boat Festival. What is it about this event that inspires you?
I just, from day one, I was actually involved with the bringing of the first boats here from China when Mayor Jeremy Harris was in office, and the honorary mayor of Chinatown, who was alive at that time, Sun Hung Wong, was, in the process of bringing that concept of dragon boat races to Hawaii. So from there, I just got immersed and interested, and I've been helping out ever since, basically.
And what inspires you?
What inspires me, I guess, is making people happy and, just showing the aloha spirit to everybody. That gives me inspiration, and I like to help people and do whatever I can to, help them out if I can, basically. That's what inspires me.
Thank you. Lori, what inspires you?
It's just that everyone on the committee has been doing events for the Chinese community for a long time, and we all know each other pretty well. So it's helping each other out and then putting on events for the community because everyone seems to really enjoy it.
And it sounds like you enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, I've been here most of the years here. I think I took a break when my daughter was born for a few years, but we've been at Dragon Boat most of the 24 years.
Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome.
Ben, tell us about your involvement today and what inspires you.
I'm part of Team Heart. We have 3 Dragon Boat teams. We're an amazing staff, and I'm inspired every day by the people that I work with that work so hard on this project.
And what inspires you about being out here today?
This is amazing. It's a chance for our team to come together. We get to be a part of this incredible race, this incredible culture, and enjoy this amazing park and this place. And just, we share food, we get together, and it's just beautiful. It's just a lovely way to spend Saturday.
Ben, thank you. That was beautiful.
We hope that you've enjoyed our show this week. I'm going to leave you with a rich thought for the day. It's about teamwork. Teamwork means that together, everyone can achieve so much more. Think about it. And Willie, I'd like to thank you so much for being the guest co-host on the show.
It's been my pleasure. And I thought about teamwork. We're a team, and it works.
We are. Thank you. Until we meet again, I'm Jessica Lonnie Rich. Take care.
Take care.
Oh, my, it's a beautiful world. I like surfing Waikiki. I like to paddle out beyond the white breakers, where a man can still be free, or a woman if you are one. Yes, I do like surfing Waikiki. But my, it's a beautiful world. But my, it's a beautiful world. Oh, my, it's a beautiful world. My, it's a beautiful world.
The hardest thing in life is letting go of a loved one. Finding the right provider can be essential in your time of need. Celebrate your loved one with Ballard Family Mortuaries. We offer a full range of cremation and burial services on Oahu, Maui, Hilo, and Kona, with professional guidance and specialized attention you can trust at the most affordable cost. Call us today for a free consultation on funeral service options available to you and your family. Ballard Family Mortuary Group, serving Hawaii since 1997.